And we're live.
All right. Thank you guys for waiting. I do apologize for the wait. I should have rebooted everything before starting. I've been doing a lot of recording. While I'm still here in Florida, trying to get as much recording out of the way for some of our new projects and some of the things going on. And so when doing that with my system, I need to refresh everything. So thank you for your patience. I see you're all here. You guys are awesome, by the way. And so tonight it's going to be a sneak peek. You know, oftentimes when I get a little quiet and sometimes you don't hear from us, you might think that there's, man, what's going on? Are those guys at Contours? Are they just not doing anything? Oh, you better believe the opposite. What we've been doing, I'm going to be able to share with you in just a moment. I just want to give a few updates before we go ahead and start this. First of all, I wanted to encourage you all about the new level that we created for you. A lot of you, unfortunately, because you don't really do math, you make a lot of emotional decisions. You don't really know the value that exists for you with that. I'm trusting that you will. I'm trusting that you will take a good look at what that new product's all about and how it can really help you, and certainly be a lot less work with little return than what a lot of you have been doing. The other thing is, it's no secret, we've told you, we've dealt with more than, we've dealt with 6 figures in fraudulent transactions from members and or people that you've recruited. And we put that to a stop. We've been able to get it all dried up. With that, caused a lot of undeserved bonuses, deserved commissions and things like that, but there won't be any more. So I'm going to tell you this right out the gate. If in fact you sponsor someone into the President's Circle and you were not active, you didn't sponsor anyone to anything because you were not active. Stay active. So if you end up making a bonus at the end of the month and you've not been active, you just finally hear from someone that they have a check, and you go looking around, you will not have one if you were not active when those people were sponsored. It's required that you are active to generate a bonus, a commission, or even contest rewards, period. I'm going to get that out the way. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to hold down. Because I made you wait 15 minutes, I'm going to ask you to greet each other later in Facebook, but I really have some important stuff to share with you so that you can get this, and I don't want you to miss it at all. In fact, I think I covered the commission stuff, so I don't want to hear it from anyone about anything later. The other thing I want to tell you guys is I want you to be mindful and respectful for the policies we put in place. They are there for your protection. So running back and forth to each other, getting these debates going over who belongs where and all that stuff, it's not necessary. We are an adult community, and there's no reason for any of you to have unnecessary drama in your life about this stuff. So if there's an issue with someone and they need help, send them back to us. If in fact you don't have the answer. If in fact someone wants to be moved, if someone doesn't like their sponsor, don't try to become their answer and solution. First of all, we certainly don't recommend people changing sponsors at all. If it ever happens because your sponsor releases you, guess what? You get one shot. But I've yet to see it ever make a difference in anyone's income. Not once. Not just with this company, in my career, I've never seen it make a difference. Because what you are no matter where you go. You're going to be that in a new company. You're going to be that with your new sponsor. Period. Hope that's all clear. Now, one more thing. We're going to be, we have been working to find the perfect vendor for Smart Order. As you know, with all the regulations around a lot of the people that have been doing fraud and all that stuff, it's been quite a challenge to get the proper or most proficient way to handle Smart Order, and you'll see that come into being over the weekend. You'll get an email from me. So if you already want Smart Order, that's good, but we're going to tell you right before your month is to expire, we're going to have you go ahead and click on a button so that it's automatically done with our preferred vendor so that there's no disruption. Finally, the part you've been waiting for. How many of you, by the way, have used lead pages? You've used IC lead pages. I want to know, Dolly. I mean, how many of you guys have used IC lead pages? Go ahead and type it in. I want to know because this announcement's important for you. And then, if you have not used IC lead pages, type in the number 2. But if you have, type in the number 1. Okay? Perfect. Now, as I do that, as you type it in, and you're doing that, I want you to really get what I'm going to be sharing with you. First of all, oh good, oh fantastic. And if you haven't, don't feel bad, but you will want to when I'm done with this webinar. You know, tonight I stumbled across a recording of a training. Recently, I had one of our whoa, lots of ones, lots of I do, me too, me too, me too, I do. Fantastic. Okay, and it's okay if you haven't. Don't feel bad if you haven't, but you will want to when we're done with this webinar. Now, the announcement in the email is that there will be no more IC lead pages just 1 week from now. And what that will mean for you is, the first thing is, it won't mean that all of your campaigns and stuff is going to go south. Nope, nothing changes for everything you already have out there. It's just that we will no longer give it the name, the noun, IC lead pages. Now I know you can still hear me. My Logitech camera is being stupid, so I'm trying to work with it. I use the second camera. See, I use 2 cameras just in case one acts up, and I'm using the other one now. The quality is not the same, but it's okay. So now, we're changing the name from IC lead pages to IC marketing funnels. And that's important because the concept is one of the main things that changes. We believe that it's very linear and one-dimensional to have a landing page by itself. We think it just doesn't make sense. We think that having an autoresponder by itself, it can only take you so far. It's very one and done-ish. But we do believe in the funnels. Some of you have opted into some of our recent testing funnels. We've been testing for a few weeks to see how this works, because it's important that when someone plugs into our system, that they can get the whole thing established. And when I say the whole thing established, I mean established in a way that they can get someone to opt into their list, triggers an autoresponder message. Then it drives them and redirects them to another page where they can hear about what you're offering, what you're selling. Then, if they choose, they can click to get started and go to another page. One funnel means you pour one thing in and it goes out to other places. So that's the idea behind it. So let me make sure you guys, do you understand the concept before I go out and show you a little bit about the power behind what we're doing with this thing. Go ahead and type it in. I get it. If you get it. Just type it in, the fact that you get it, because right now, what this means, oh, good. Okay, yeah, okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now, while I'm explaining this to you, understand this. When you have yourself an entire funnel, you can build lists. Just a few, maybe 2 hours ago, I was able to see one of the guest speakers I had in one of our webinars, who already produces a few million a year, using our system and promoting to people, you better buy this IC tool stuff. It's amazing. She's absolutely loving it. I literally got a chance to take a glimpse. I'm out there. I like to look at stuff. And I saw this and I was blown away. She's saying, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. It's making, she's showing people how many people they got to click on an ad, and then all of the opt-ins, all the verified opt-ins, then all of the unverified, and then the total amount of people that entered into the list. And I thought, wow, that's pretty awesome within itself. So, yeah, I got my camera back. That's good. I swapped cameras. I got 2 cameras hooked up to this thing, guys. Isn't that kind of crazy? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the internet and show you just a little bit about some of the cool things we've been doing to make sure this funnel concept can work. I'm going to start off. No, it's nothing like click-through funnels. Like ClickFunnels, that's its own product and its own thing. We have our own concept. We decided we don't want to. Another reason we're changing the name. We're not trying to be like anybody else. We want to be a part of where the future's going, and there's a lot of good products out there, but we're going to have our own. But great question. So let's take a peek. And if it's like theirs, it's by accident. It certainly isn't intentional. So I'm going to go out to my internet, and then I'm going to, first of all, I guess I better see if you can see my screen. Yes, you can. Perfect. And what that means for me is, okay, here we go. I'm going to go out to magicresponder.com. Then I'm going to go into my email. Hopefully you can still see my email message as Gmail. One of the cool things we've just added this week is the following. When you look at my email that I got from one of the funnels that we created this week, I want you to take a look at the new options you have when it's time to unsubscribe. When you take a look and you see in Magic Responder, when someone clicks to unsubscribe from you, notice they can unsubscribe from that list, or they can unsubscribe from all of your list. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to give you an opportunity to have less chances of ever being blacklisted. That's number one. The other thing it's going to do for you is certainly keep your list scrubbed for you, so that every time you send out a broadcast, you don't want to hear from some guy cursing at you and telling you why they want you to stop emailing them. They can easily click on the bottom of the list, click on the list, and depending what language you email them to, they'll be able to decide it'll be in that language. Now, as you look at this, type in another I get it if you get it. If you don't, it's okay. We will try to go slow for you. So, go ahead and type it in. I get it. You understand the new feature in the unsubscribing, because it's not enough just to click on a link. That's okay. But what if someone unsubscribes from this list and they get another message from you tomorrow about something different? So now, while you're typing that in, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my Skype because I'm getting a lot of feedback. There we go. Okay. Now that I see you get it, I'm going to show you something else, which is another cool feature. We're going slow on purpose because nothing worse than getting over people's head when it comes to this idea of technology. But what it means for you money-wise, oh my gosh. We'll take a peek. Here we go. I'm going to go out, and I want to show you the other part to this. If that's another cool feature, let's look at this one. We have subscribers. Yeah? And I look at a subscriber list that, let's see, this is from one of our campaigns. And what am I looking to do? Yes. Oh, yes. You see this part that says add rule. In this add rule feature, you have the ability, when someone subscribes to one list, and maybe they've already joined you for something, they already purchased your product, you can automatically have them subscribing to another list, which will unsubscribe, and you can also unsubscribe them from that same list. Don't worry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't you leave. You stay, because this is very important. I want you to get it. So let's just say you just bought my course, one of my newest webinar courses. And if you buy that course, it could be that I have the system automatically send you a message so you can opt in, and I opt you into the list. Once you opt into the list saying, I bought your course, I'm going to collect my free gift, I can now unsubscribe you so you don't get a message every day about buying my course. You don't have to get a message every single day about something you've already taken action on. We created these rules, so you can unsubscribe people once they've made it to one level. So let's say you have a subscription list for everybody that joins your $100 level, right? You have them as soon as you join that level. I want you to go ahead and go to this page and put your name and email address in. That way you can get my training emails, right? You send them to a list, and when they opt into it, you can do this. You can make a rule and say, okay, for the list of people that have signed up for my $100 level for my Facebook campaign, whenever they subscribe to this link, to this one, whenever they subscribe to this Facebook campaign, I will unsubscribe them from my $100 level. Every time someone does this, I will make sure they never get any more email messages about joining that $100 level. You can create your own rules, which will give you the ability to stay friendly with the people you subscribe with. This is so important because when you have lots of funnels, nothing makes someone angrier than when they get 10 email messages from you every single day, all because they never turned off all these messages that you get. But what you can do is set a rule that automatically, if I click submit, it will automatically unsubscribe everyone when they join my $100 level. They will be unsubscribed from my other list. So when I go look at the auto rules, I'm going to say, bang, my first Facebook campaign. I've got a new one, bing, bang, and they're unsubscribed. So now I'm going to go back to the screen. I'm going to look in your eye, and I want to make sure I know that you're following me. At least you're hearing me, even if you don't understand. Because here's the deal. When you've taken the time, even if it took a couple weeks to build a really great funnel for people to join you at the commerce level, right? And then those commerce level people join you at the $50 and the $100 level, you don't want them to continue getting messages about the commerce level because they're there. They're going to mark you as spam. They're going to just say, look, I don't want to get any more message from this guy. Now, why did we do this? We knew that if we want your funnels to be powerful, we'd have to enhance Magic Responder. We're not even done yet. Oh, good. You guys get it. Okay, loud and clear. Bada bing, bada bazang, right? So, Dwayne Jr., before I go out to some of the new pages and stuff like that, I don't know if you have anything you want to add to this concept of how important this is to be able to add rules and to be able to channel the people that are coming through funnels.
Yeah, it's super important, man. Especially if you guys are selling, any type of product. It can be very huge. So, like, I mentioned this before. If you're emailing to a list of people who haven't yet bought your product that you're marketing, once they buy, you don't want them to continue to get emails to go buy a product if they've already bought. So easy way to get thrown in the spam folders. They should be automatically unsubscribed and added to another list of people who have already bought, so you can market them other things. It gets a lot more complicated, but yeah, it's huge.
So you guys hear it. And what's really cool about this is I didn't get to the part yet about what you have in front of you that really can cut back on a lot of the work, especially for those of you who don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't even fret, but it's important even if you don't know about it. And that's one of the reasons we created the Prodigy Bar. You'll hear more about that also. You're exactly right, Jen. But I didn't get there. Don't jump the gun. The Prodigy Bar, we'll set up. A lot of you guys already have your Prodigy Bar accounts and not even using them. You can certainly have them set up these parts for your campaign, right? And then your IC lead page, you have different tasks, but I don't want to jump the gun. So that's why we have my man Tom here. So let me slow down a second. Somebody says unopens, opens, people click through emails. I'm not sure what you mean, my friend, but let me go ahead and share some of that with you also. So, wait, you guys, wait, that's okay. We're here. We might as well stay here for a minute. Okay, so here's the deal. We already have Magic Responder tracking your opens and unopens and all that kind of those kind of things. Okay, so I think I may have a snapshot or two from a couple that were sent today. Oh, la, 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 la. All right, hang on. Screenshot. Ba-boom, 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 boom, boom, boom. All right, this might be one. I don't know if it is or not. I've taken screenshots. An example of an email message someone just sent out. They asked me if I can check on it. I said, let me take a peek. They sent me a link. I logged in, and I said, okay, yeah, you sent 121 email messages. One of them's already been opened, and it'll keep updating. Every few minutes, you'll see it updating to where it shows 0 to deliver, now 45 opened, and this many. You can watch it all day long. Now, that's something that's terribly important. When you look at these things, you want to take a good look at the ratio of the opt-ins, bounces, and those kind of things. So that's there. But I want to stay focused on the funnel thing because this is something that I think it's not only long overdue, we've been very excited about going to this level with you and for you. So starting on next week, you would note that the mandatory double opt-in that was caused by a lot of spammers. Some of you are spammers by accident. You don't even know that you are, but nevertheless, what has caused that, we have we'll be completely on our new power server with our own rules and so forth, and our help for you to be able to tell when you're like with Spam Assassin and things, to be able to test your email. Because of that, will be at single opt-in. If in fact your account is flagged for spam because you just either you keep doing your own thing, you don't log into webinars, you don't check it out yourself, you just throw an email together, put a lot of come make cash now, come earn big with me, you do your thing like that, you get flagged, you go to double opt-in, without question, you're not going to ever be turned back on in single opt-in, period. If you're flagged twice, you were caught for spam once, and all these thousands of people get a message from you with spam complaints that they've asked you to not do it, and you send it anyway, and it has all this spammy stuff in it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to tell you, you know what, you're going to have to take your ball and go somewhere else, because we don't want our account blacklisted. We've been running our autoresponder system for a number of years now, and we're looking to keep it going. It doesn't take much these days to be blacklisted and outcasted, and we don't want that. So for your sake, I'm asking you to be prudent and be people who will work hard and not be lazy. Don't just take an email message someone else writes for you. Write your own email message. A lot of times you fall into spam because you're using the same message that 200,000 other people are using, and you don't even realize it. Well, don't be lazy. Write it. Well, I don't know how to write one. Just start writing and get help with it. You're an entrepreneur. It's what entrepreneurs do. Or go to Fiverr, ask someone to write something for you. Okay, let me get back to Turkey. All right, so got that out the way. So now let's take a peek. So we're going to call it IC Marketing Funnels. So let me go out to my internet again, where we can, there we go, where we can play ball. And we're going to take a look at it. I want you to stay here with me, okay? Not yourself. I don't want you to do your own thing because it is not open yet for you. And Jotin, if you're here, make sure no one can get in that, because if they're let me go back out here a second. I want to make sure, Jotin, if you can, make sure no one can access their new marketing funnels until we release it. Because some people they're already not listening. They're going to go out and try to do it themselves, and I want them to follow what I'm doing. If you could do that for me, bro, that would be great. Okay, now. All right, so where was I? I'm going out to my screen. I want you to catch something. You can thank Dwayne Jr. for some of these things I'm talking about. Some of you may not have seen some. We've been running our own campaigns, right? And so let's see, gift. We've been using pages that are going to be available in IC Marketing Funnels. For example, this is one of the pages, and it has a countdown clock where you can put your own text, a video, and a countdown clock that will bring up a buy button or an action button. Why is this important? Dwayne Golden, why is this important? I'm going to show you why it's important, or I'll share it with you why it's important. Right now, inside of the new marketing funnels, you have a page that you can create just like this. And in your page, you'll be able to insert your video, put your text in, and determine the clock time. I'm going to go ahead and take a look right now and share that with you so you can see it. So we're there. We're inside of create a new page inside of our new marketing funnels, right? And we're going to go inside and, oops, no, let's see which page. Let's see. Maybe it's considered a sales page, I think. We'll go in. We'll use this template. Take a look. You can determine your text right here. Sup, my homeboys. Done. Then we go out. Just as simple as you guys have used it before, we got to YouTube. We got to YouTube and we'll do the same thing. We grab a vid, homies. Something that gets our attention. Aha. Michael Jackson Bad 2012. What's that about? I don't know. I'm just chit-chat.
And sings for the first time.
I hear something sing. Oh, there it goes. So check it out.
And
we grab the coding, share, right? We grab the coding, and then we go ahead and we embed, right? Let me see if I can find this embed feature. Share. Then we embed. Once we embed the code, bada bing, we go out to IC marketing funnels, which you will have, and you will too use it. You will put the embed code in there, but you'll make the dimensions 670 by 386. This is on your new page, right? Uh-oh, what number was that? 670 by 386. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and do it. 670. Don't worry, I'm not good like you. Some of you guys would already have this done, no doubt. But 386. Where are you? 86. What's up, y'all? Boom, done. Right? Let's go ahead and make the button. What does the button say? I don't know. Let's make it say something. Let's add a link to it, and then we actually change the name. So let's do this. Let's dance. Yo. Then we say, what's up? Join my commerce level now. Dude. Bam. Done. Now, just going to let you know, I'm going to save my page. Oh, I got to click my time link. It wants me to save my time. I want to make this time. Enter clock time. Here's what I'm going to enter. I want it to be, I don't know, is this in seconds? Let's say I want it to be in 300 seconds. Boom. Then I save, create my new template, bam. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to my pages. When it loads, by the way, just so you know, DJ, you guys get this. By the way, it's so cool to have your videos and your limited text and your countdown clocks because it really makes a huge difference. So just wanted to say that to you. So I'm going to go back out to my page, and I'm going to grab my new page. I don't even think I named it. Look at me. This has got to be a default page. Let's just see what it is. I should have previewed it, you know. Yitsus. I don't know why I didn't do that. I was in such a hurry. Duplicate page, edit page, edit page, edit page. Okay, now let's preview my page. There we go. I want to make sure I can always accept that block up, pop up. Uh-oh, I messed up. I made a boo-boo, yeah. Let me update the page first. Then publish my page. Bingo, I got my page. I got my clock. I made it for 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. So I have my page. I could have made it a little bit sexier. Once it gets to 300 seconds and the clock winds down, my button will show right here. The button will appear. It's simple. It's not going to have a lot of things on it. Of course, unless you upload a background image, you upload logos, you could do that, all that stuff yourself. The point of it is,
Tatiana,
it certainly can work for you. You can use Vimeo or YouTube. Now, will we still have to manually add an autoplay code? Yeah, it's just right in the word autoplay. Yeah, you will, because everyone doesn't want to do the same thing. It's a great question. But everyone will not want their site on autoplay. Some people just hate it. Man, I hate going to your page. I forgot the landing page, so I keep opting in, and I have to keep hearing the video. So some people want it manually. Some want it auto. If you want it auto, it's just put that in there. Autoplay equals 1 in the code. And don't worry, you can do that in the training. And also, I'm pretty sure you have the Prodigy bar. They'll do it for you anyway. Right, Tom? I think you're there. Anyway, so
right on.
Okay, cool beans. So as I talk about these funnels, I share with you some of the new features, which is one, in Magic Responder, we had to enhance that a bit and give people ability to unsubscribe from different funnels or different campaigns. I also showed you that we have this thing where we want to be able to create rules. So you can set rules that will subscribe people automatically when they're no longer subscribed in one. They get another. You can set your own rules so it can manage itself on autopilot. Then I showed you one of the new sales pages, right? So I'm going to take you another page and show you something we've been doing. Now I'm going to slow down. I go pretty fast, so if I need to slow down, any of you guys can tell me. Justin, am I okay, buddy? He might not be there. I forgot it's early in the morning. So let me see if you can see my screen first before I get too excited. I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. There we go. Boom, day. So I have this page that when people get through the countdown clock, they can go and attend a webinar that's been pre-recorded that will play. In this webinar, I want you to note, it's controlled by Cybernetical Live. So when the webinar is done and it's already played on Cybernetical Live, guess what happens at 9 o'clock? This date already changes to the next day or the next available day I have it played. Here's what's really cool. Let's take a walk together. And let's take a walk together. Let's take a look at one of the new pages we have for you. Now this is only in my account, but in your account, you'll be able to have your button. You'll be able to control the date. You put your own image. You can hide one image and only show another, right? You can edit it for yourself. There's so much you can do. You can change the time, but here's what's cool. Once you code this and give it the webinar will dynamically change this for you as it changes. You can change what the content is you're going to deliver and why they should attend. Bing, 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 bing. You can change this content and text. Now, something that's not in there you don't see now, it's the ability to change the font size. That'll be there. And so will your button be there. So, wanted you to see that we're adding some different type of pages, different types of sales pages. And they're Cybernetical Live pages. So, and here's another one. You can put your own image in there, man. Right? You put your own image of yourself or whatever you're going to be using, and you can change them both out. Put something different in there. It's your call. So then you go ahead and you control what video. You control the form name, the submit button. Oops, I'm pushing too quick. I'm a quick clicker. You push it all, and then you have your new page set up for you. Whatever you want. And there's going to be different variations and different colors available for you when we release this, but the idea is for your funnels, you can have a countdown clock that will lead people to a specific coded landing page. Once they say yes, they can go register for your webinar, which helps you to filter your attendees. They're really serious if they went through a video and they clicked, and then they clicked here, and then, oh my goodness, then they opt in. Now they really are a true prospect. They're a great lead because they jumped over hoops to get to you. So Let me go back. I want to go back, back, do it again. All right, cool. You guys are there. All right. I go kind of fast, so Dwayne Jr. and Tom, you guys have to slow me down when I get a little crazy. I don't want to do that. But I got to tell you guys something. It's so difficult in life to find congruency. You know, we look in people and often find ourselves disappointed. We look in companies, we find the same thing. But when we finally do find something that will prove itself to you that it's not going to change its stripes or its spots, that it will be there consistently for you to fight beside you and with you, you're only being foolish when you cast it aside, you know, only to realize that the grass is not necessarily greener on the other side. But I also have to say this. It's really amazing when you can find something that finally can feed you and your family. I'm convinced that there's no special company out there that can do that. I think it's within each of us. But if you find a company in which it's easier for you to do it, you have to know it. I will never take that personally. I'm just for you that you found your spot. But I want you to note, when you do, we will continually produce and create valuable ways for you to manage that new business with. Which means when you're part of the IC family, unless you fraudulently are attempting to attack us, or unless you are trying to harass and hurt our users or our members, you will always be a part of the IC family. And you're welcome to use our funnels, our tools, all the new stuff we're coming out with. I mean, I didn't get to the other pieces of this. I just want you to know where our hearts are. It's time to rock and roll. And while you have been shifting and shafting and shifting and shafting, there's something in your life that has remained the same. Not really. It's only gotten better. And that, my friend, is the promise we made to you when you first joined. That we were not going to change the comp plan and charge you more money for what you get. We also told you that we were not going to try and reroute the comp plan, right? That will take members from you and take some of your things away from you. No, we told you we'd only enhance. So we kept that promise, and we're not stopped. Now maybe I can't chit-chat with you on Facebook and give you a phone call and talk for 30 minutes. Doesn't mean we don't care. Doesn't mean we're not doing something. But I want you to know we are here. And if you leave tomorrow, we love you. And when you come back in 6 months, there'll just be more here. That's only be the only difference. There'll be more here for the same dollar you paid when you got started. That much, I can assure you. With your permission, I'd like to continue because I got some pieces of this I want to talk to you about. And then for those of you, I want to encourage you. Don't just get involved in the Prodigy Bar. I want you to get involved and give them work to do. They're ready. They're standing back with their mitts on, ready to do the work. So let me go back and show you some more. Let's do this. You guys ready, Tom and Dwayne? Uh-oh.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. All right, let me get back out here. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless they love you. All the way. All right, so you don't lose what you've already had. We're just adding some more things and creating some more dimensions for you. But I will tell you this. There's another feature coming. How many of you, type it in, if you ever have participated in a survey or leveraged a survey as a marketer where you learned more about your prospects, type in the number 1 before I get to this part. Go ahead and type it in, and then, Dwayne Jr., if you could, before I share this next piece with them, tell us a little bit about what type of power, what type of leverage can someone have if they have access to create surveys without paying the extra money and stuff.
Oh yeah, surveys are awesome, man. Especially, you know, we did a series back, like maybe like a month ago. Michelangelo was almost talking about some of the stuff he does. The more information you have about your list, the more potential you have to make money. He started talking about, do you have a fat list and a skinny list? or you're trying to sell diet pills to skinny people, you got to know, more about your customers, and by using surveys, man, it opens up so much stuff, so many more options for you.
Well said, man. So I want to do this. I'm going to give a couple examples. And surveys really, it allows you to have the prospect sign themselves up into your business, because the more they tell you, the less work you have to do. So let's just say I opt in. Who's that, Bonnie? Let's say I opt into Bonnie's capture page. I opt in, and then I'm redirected to a brief survey of just 5 questions. And it says, congratulations, you are now subscribed. Before I give you your free gift, we'd like you to take your time and just answer these few questions so we can better help you. Question number 1. You opted in to learn more about a home business. How soon are you ready to begin a home business? Option answer A. Now. I'm ready now. Option answer number 2. Very soon, after my next payday. Option answer number 3. I'm ready on December 1st, right, or 30 days from now. Or option number 4, I don't know, right? Survey. That's just question number 1. Question number 2. Congratulations, Dwayne, right? They told me, congratulations, I'm subscribed. Question number 2 is this. As you mentioned, you were looking to get started with a home business. How much do you have to start this home business? $100, or $100 to $300, $500 to $800, $900 or $800 to $1,200, right? Now, I want to give two of the answer options, two of the questions. Can you guys see the power of it? If someone tells you they've got between $800 and $1,200 to get started with you, you can now work on a strategy to get them started in the right place. Nothing like surveys for tailoring and giving people what they desire instead of what you force on them. Tom, I know you've got experience with this. Kind of tell me what your take is on that whole concept that I just shared. I mean, as far as from your take as a trainer, so a marketer, I mean, how does that affect business for them?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was chatting with Dylan on Skype about the stuff we're getting ready for Prodigy Bar. I wasn't listening right there.
Oh, it's okay. Don't sweat it. No. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I caught you off guard, so I'm not gonna ask you the question. I'm gonna go out and show them, and I'll come back to you. Okay, bro?
Okay.
Thanks, man. All right. So check it out. You guys know I get a little excited, and I shouldn't get this excited. It's probably not good or healthy, but hey, I'm going to be a grandfather, and my gosh, there's going to be a Dwayne Golden III. We just found out today. I didn't know there was enough room for 3 of us. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? So let's go and take this out there, right? I'm going to go ahead and show them. Inside of your marketing funnels, you see you've got create a new page in My Pages. What we're creating for you, when we release this next week, you are going to see create survey in My Surveys. Yeah, which you can then learn to channel in, be more direct. You don't have to use a funnel on everyone, but you will always have the option. So, why did I have to give you a sneak peek? Why did I want to tell you that? Because I want you to note that no, we're not sleeping. We don't want to wait till the new year to be ready for it. We want to be ready for the new year when it gets here. In fact, by the time the new year gets here, we'll be ready for the summer, because that's how you have to do business. All right, you guys say congrats. You're welcome. Woo. What's up, Grandpa? Let me get my grandpa glasses. I don't even see them. I got my... Right? That's a grandpa look. Oh, wow. So, here we go. I've laid down the law. I've laid down some of the new nuances around the enhancements of some of our products. We told you guys For the remainder of the year, we're not releasing new products at all. We're just enhancing what we have. I bet you can already see the value in that and why we're doing such a thing. Yay? Let's see what we got here. Dang on it. Dang on it. Dang on it. Dang on it. Okay, yes, I'm sure you have. Okay, let me get back to it. Just checking here. I like to know who's on our webinar, so when people start calling me tomorrow saying I didn't know, you know, it's the funniest thing, Dwayne Jr., at how many people are more plugged into The Voice and American Idol than they are their own business, and they really think they've got sponsor problems. Funniest stuff. It's true. It's true. So it never fails. Through live support, my inbox on Facebook, and Skype, and probably email, people will be asking questions about something that we've already covered. Because we live in a day and age where we, especially those who live in North America, we have so much around us that we have zero fight for the things that are important to us. So we don't show up for that. We'd rather show up for our favorite sports teams on the day that they play than when we show up for our business. It's sad, but true. Now, all that to say this. We're excited about IC Marketing Funnels. Now, how does that change things for you? Oh, goodness, I have to tell you, huh? Well, take a walk with me as I'm going to, in a second, I'm going to go out. Let me see if you can, as long as you can see me, let me make sure you can still see me good. I'm going to go out and grab another page. I have to show you what that means for you. Some of you didn't know. Some of you know. You know, we started our, it's called the partnership program, and we haven't been able to give it a lot of attention until we get our enhancements done, because it's going to require a lot of evolution. So what I'm going to share with you now is what this means for you. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, what it means for you. Let's take a peek here. Hold that thought, Mr. Golden. Hold that thought, Mr. Golden. I need a test account. Grow GC. I don't know. I need a test account. Let me try his. I don't care. I'm going to test it because I can. You guys are so patient. My goodness. You're so patient. Let me see. Where's it at? It's called the, oh my gosh, partnership program. Join now. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you. Okay. One moment. Dwayne Jr., if you can grab for me a test account, Dolly or Johnson or someone will give you one of my test accounts, because the one I'm in I'm not able to get to. Give me it through Skype. Oh, my Skype's probably off. Duh. Because I didn't want to keep hearing it. Yeah, but if you can give it to me, that would be great, because I want to show these guys what this means, because here's what's happening. We've already had some videos made for some of the products.
So you want a test account for which one?
Just for an actual user account, a test IC account, one that's opted into everything. Justin already has one, I think. So does Dolly. Dolly, get one of her accounts. And what this means, oh, don't worry, I didn't get there yet, Uncle Dave. I'll get there while I'm waiting for them, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to answer Dave's question. He said, what about GetResponse, man? I love that question. Hey, you're dealing with surveys, so we thought, oh my goodness, let me get back out to my site. You guys are terrific, man. Here we go. When you get out there to these pages, you notice if we choose opt-in pages, you literally, if you choose a template, it's going to want to know a couple things. Number one, what happens if I want to check out my, when I do my button text, right? You only see an option for an email. What they're adding is, first of all, the ability to choose name and email. I want the partnership program, Junior, thanks. Tell them the partnership program. Okay, cool. So check it out, guys. You can have someone put their name and email address in with the new IC Marketing Funnels. But, which says autoresponder service, you're going to see a drop down. Right now it says Magic Responder and Aweber. what they're working on for integration is Magic Responder, Aweber, which already exists, Constant Contacts, GetResponse, MailChimp, and I don't remember the other one. I think the other one may be, I don't remember the other one, but you'll be able to find that here next week. That will slowly be integrated in next week. So yes to your question, we will be making it available for both. Okay? So let me go back to you. Back to you, Jer. All right, hang on a second. So, David, I trust that answers your question. And there we go. Make available GetResponse. I'm good. I'm glad. That's good. Okay. All right, now. I have an account. I'll figure that out. I'll get an account now for that. So I want to show you that. So that answers the question. Now, here's what you didn't know. With Cybernetico Live, what you didn't know is that in the accounts, let me go to my account, D Golden. When it comes to creating a webinar, it's part of the enhancement process, so don't lose your shirt on this. Don't get all nervous on me, folks. You're very patient, by the way, as I mentioned to you. All right. When you're creating webinars, by the way, I feel sorry for many of you who have not started doing your webinars yet. You have no idea what you're missing. You have zero ideas. You have zero idea what you're missing as far as your automation and your money. While we're talking now, there are webinars right now playing where I am marketing something because of this amazing system. It can't do that anywhere else. So right here where it says Magic Responder and Aweber, you will see that same integration taking place here. It's just you guys have been waiting for it for a while, so you're going to have it in both IC Marketing Funnels and, of course, Cybernetico Live. Let the church say ta-da. Okay, good. We got that out the way. Ta-da. Let me see here what people are saying. Awesome. You're also back at 2, man. What about using regular HTML code? For what? Form code. For form. Yeah, we already have the ability to use form code, I think. If you don't know where, right inside Magic Responder, you can go ahead and create a form, and then you can grab the code. It gives you the code, the option for HTML and Java. Great question. Okay. Boom. Let's see what else. You can use mine if you want, Dwayne. Thank you, Jen. You're so kind. But I have one now. I think these guys they've delivered. They've delivered, baby. All right, so let me get back to that. And right now, let's see. I think he just gave it to me in Skype, so hang tight, and I'll grab that for you. You guys are so special. You're so special. Y'all are so special. All right. That won't help anyway, so I got an account I'm going to use, so there you go. Dinero. Dinero. Boom. Got it. Bang down. Bang down. All right. I know it's been a while. I don't get to see you guys too often, so I get a little crazy. Thank you for your understanding well in advance. Boom. Got it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get out there and see if it delivers me to the right place, and it does not. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So I got to show you the changes here.
And I'm sitting here at home thinking about the best way to share the resources we have at Ingresso Cybernetico with you. And as
by the way, I want to cry when I see myself sitting there at home. I've been away from home for quite some time, and looking forward to whenever I go back. But right now we have been getting one of the marketing videos that we had done just about a couple of days ago. We've got more we'll be doing for each product. And so when you go down to this lead pages, this will be changed next week Oops. When you get down to IC lead pages, it will no longer be there. The name, the logo, it will be IC Marketing Funnels. Okay? Now, I told you about someone who has purchased this stuff from us and already out there like loving everything about it. Some of you guys, I don't know, it's your own thing, but you have no idea what you are missing. So, I'll have to say this. You will see the changes here, but if you note, we have different clouds, different videos that were created for each product, and there'll be more going after that. What you do is you literally have the ability to plug them into your own landing page where you're marketing those products. You have the ability to plug them into your own, download them, and type in your own links, your own URL. Because remember, the idea is to promote the product and not necessarily our site. We want to promote your site. So you'll want to make sure you keep your eye on this stuff, but note that the mention of IC lead pages, if you have it in your email messages or anywhere else, you're going to want to get it out of there because you only have about 7 days left of using it. All right, 7 to 10 days of left. Whatever next Friday is when we release this. Not this Friday, the following Friday, you will not have any more need of that name. Okay, got that out, and I tired myself out. I started hearing music play, started dancing, got a little tired. Okay, David, are there any ways you can simplify the process of using Magic Responder like AWeber or GetResponse? Well, we're us and they're them, so I will tell you this. If you're talking about changing our format to copy what they're doing, we're not going to do that. We're just not. But we can look for more user-friendly ways. As we continue our enhancements, we'll look for more and more user-friendly ways to manage it. It's almost like, you know what happened when people started using, well, I mean for me anyway, when I switched from using PCs to Mac, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is stupid. Why don't they make it work like the other one? That's what I was thinking. When I got my iPhone, when I left what were those things called, Dwayne Jr., those other type of phones before the iPhones came out, they were really popular.
Androids?
No, there was before Android. What's it called? You had a little stylus, all that cool stuff. There's a name for it. They were really popular for almost 15 years. They ruled the world. What do they call it? Palm. Yeah, Palms. I said, oh, dude, why can't it be like my Palm Pilot? This is dumb. I mean, my gosh. And literally, you guys aren't like this. For me, I'll go to Apple support and ask them to change it. And later, I realized that I just had a learning curve, and then mastered it. And now, I mean, my experience with computers has been so much better that I switched to Macs. I've not had one virus since I've been using Macs over the last 6.5 years. That doesn't mean that it's impossible. I'm just telling you, my experience is not the same. Whenever I bought a new computer or a PC, every year within the first 6 months, I'd end up with one. Go figure. Yeah, PDAs, Blackberries. There it goes. And Palms, right? So I will tell you, Dave, we will fight to keep making it more and more user-friendly, but we won't go backwards. And some things in copying will require us to go backwards. So we're not where we want to be yet, but I'm asking you to please continue to be patient with us as we look at moving forward. In the road ahead, where the future is, none of us are ready for, and there's going to be learning curves. So we don't want to wait until that moment happens. We want to already be there, and our learning curves are out of the way. So please forgive us for any inconvenience that creates for you, but do understand that we have a job to do. Here's something funny. I used to complain that when Apple would not let, what's the name of it? Is it the PDF? No, what's the thing that watches videos? It wouldn't let you do it on your devices. Flash. I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard of, right? But then I heard them talk about the future and why they won't. There's no problem. We use everything else that they use. We don't have a problem with them. We just think that that's old. We think that that is old technology. We have to move forward, and where the future is, it's HTML5. Things should play without that. If he wouldn't have made such a bold statement, we would not be using Cybernetical Live today the way it's used. We wouldn't have this option. If it required Flash and downloads, we would be messed up. So I will tell you this. Let's be okay and embrace the future in spite of our learning curves, because we're telling you one thing. We're going to be here. and we're just going to continue to work to make it better. We believe we have we're so proud of our tech team who spends their nights and days to make it better. I believe that it will become more proficient for you, my friend, and I thank you for asking. So we're going to make it more user-friendly, man. It's a great question because I got to be honest with you, I'm not so techy, and it's not as user-friendly for me either. But I do know where we're headed is a much brighter place, and it will be much more user-friendly and include more for you. Great question. Who else? Max Rule. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So, covered a lot of stuff. I want you guys to respect this whole thing of fraud. I'm not going to play with anybody. We could be friends and all that stuff. Don't you dare ask me to make sure you garner a commission from something that was fraudulently done. I'm not going to do it. I don't care what kind of noise you make, so don't want anybody approaching me about it. So, if you sign someone up, you don't know where they came from, and they generated for you a couple $1,000s and it's false, understand what false means. It means that we can't make this a better company for you if every 3 months we're giving away $300,000 or $400,000 to people who didn't deserve it. Not going to happen. Okay? Well, it may happen, but it's not going to happen while I'm here. Okay? As long as I'm the CEO, it won't happen. Period. Okay. What else is there? Photon browser for Apple users. You guys are too much, man. You're killing me. All right. So, all that to get down to this. I'm going to tell you something. This is just my take on it. For the price of buying 2 cartons of cigarettes in 3 months, for the price of paying for gambling online, for 6 or 7 happy hours, right, within a month, you can have people do all the stuff for you, no matter how user-friendly or it is or isn't. As an entrepreneur, we've got to learn this. We've got to learn this thing of sacrifice, because I'm going to tell you something. Tomorrow's my son's birthday. I should be out to dinner with him tonight or something, but we'll make sure we have it tomorrow. It's my baby boy's birthday. He's turning 20. You guys have got to learn how to sacrifice, and I'm going to tell you something. The Prodigy Bar was created so that you can do more with less. And if you signed up for it and don't use it, shame on you. If you didn't sign up for them, but you've been paying for things that doesn't put money in your pocket, shame on you too. These guys, have them do your funnels. Tell them what you want to happen in Magic Responder. You want people to automatically unsubscribe from this campaign when they subscribe to this one. Tell them that you want this broadcast message to go out. You tell them, I need my email message series uploaded. You tell them whatever you need to tell them, but don't be foolish and let them sit there after you've given them money, or let them sit there and you haven't given them money, but you don't miss paying for your things that don't matter. And yes, I'm sitting there telling you, you can miss 6 or 7 happy hours, you can miss cigarettes, you can miss things that don't do any good for you, and then do something great for yourself. Last I checked, they said for $99, I can have a task a week completed for me. Does that mean that every week I never have to miss my campaign and list growth? Every week? Does that mean if every week I need a new lead page created, I can have it done? Does that mean that I can have a webinar a week set up on autopilot that is a pre-recorded? For God's sakes, you guys, be smart. Most companies that offer you something, they want you to figure a way around it. We're telling you, you don't have to. We have a outside company. We have a third-party company willing to do it all for you. Be smart and do it. Now, let me clear something up. It's not Dwayne Jr.'s birthday at all. He's an old man already. It is my baby boy's birthday, David Golden. David Golden, the real big football coach you may have seen on my page. He's a football player, but he also coaches high school. And they won districts. He's a born Lion champion. Before I've gotten out of bed, he's back from jogging and sit-ups and push-ups. Okay. All right, enough of that. So, the Prodigy Bar. Tonight, in about 30 minutes, there's a webinar. Be smart. I introduced stuff to you. Some of you, it's over your head. Go to the Prodigy Bar webinar tonight at 9 o'clock and figure it out. Figure out, you don't have to know everything to make money. Do you think that I created, do you guys think I created Cybernetical Live? I didn't. You gotta be smart. You don't have to work hard, you gotta be smart. You gotta find people that can do it and have them do it. Did I create Magic Responder? Nope. The concepts I've worked with our technical team to do, but I didn't do it. Be smart. You can have powerful campaigns without knowing what a campaign is. Oh my goodness. You can have autoresponder messages going out to people every single day and not even know how to do it. That's the power of the Prodigy Bar. Tom, tell us all about it, bro, because I don't think they understand.
All right, so I'm finally paying attention now. We was getting stuff ready earlier. Sorry about that, but you know, the deal is it's set up to make stuff simple for you guys. You just gotta have a vision or an idea of what you want done and go schedule the task. Okay, so watch your inbox. You may have a couple questions come your way, but all you have to do is schedule the task, and the guys will take care of it for you. So we set it up to be as simple as possible. Right now, if you go to prodigybar.com, there's a brand new front end on the website. It looks a whole lot sharper, and you'll get all the updates here in about a half an hour at 9 o'clock. You're gonna be blown away by it.
Thank you, Tom. So 9 o'clock, go to our corporate website and register. But before you leave, understand this. We announce a lot of things, but what you must understand, and nothing changes for you. You will not lose a page, and you will not lose a subscriber. So if you already have pages set up through IC Lead Pages, they will stay the same. We have our own technological ways of redirecting traffic back to the original pages you created. So don't sweat that. You lose nothing. Great question, Robert. Great comment. Great stuff. So, Dwayne Jr., is there anything I may have forgotten? Any hot tips you want to give these guys before we say good night?
No, man, you covered it all.
Okay. Jotin, if you're able to hear me, my friend, thank you so much for a powerful team, you guys, what you guys do, what you put together. We would not be here without you, certainly without your leadership in the reins of our IT department and your leadership as the CIO of this company. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you, Tom, for that. God bless you guys. We're headed out. We got to get ready for this upcoming webinar that's going to go on for the Prodigy Bar. We're excited about it with you. Don't forget, though, your marketing funnels, boom, da-da-da-da-da. Have a great night. Take care.